Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
She's
Ram,
our god sister from
Ram
UK.
Ram,
So she should have been leading the
Krishna
WhatsApp group, but I guess she's not doing it. If it's possible for you to send a private message, then please do that.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam.
Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janadandana. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janadandana.
Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana
Natira Vanachari
Natira Vanachari
Yamunatira Vanachari
Natira Vanachari
Jaya Radha Madhava
Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Nanda Pallava Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Pallava Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Pallava Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Pallava Yashodanandana Raja Janadandana Yashodanandana Raja Janadandana Yamunatira Vanachari
Natira Vanachari
Jaya Vishupad Paramahamsa Priraja Kajaja Stotra Srimad Bhagavatam Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Jai Jaya Vishupad Paramahamsa Priraja Kajaja Stotra Srimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Can't hear the Jais. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki.
Jai.
Namachar Shil Haridas Thakur Ki.
Jai
Prem Sigaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Bhaktivinda Ki.
Jai.
Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gogopinath Shamakunda Radhakunda Giri Govardhan Ki.
Jai
You know, when I was a brahmachari, they taught me that the more emphatically you say Jai during the Prema Dwani, the more determination you build. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gogopinath Shamakunda Radhakunda Giri Govardhan Ki.
Jai.
Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki.
Jai.
Mayapur Navadip Dham Ki.
Jai.
Sri Devi Bhakti Devi Ki.
Jai.
Jamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki.
Jai.
Samveda Bhakti Vrinda Ki.
Jai.
Glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna
Glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare
Krishna
Glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna
Premanande Hari
Hari Hari
Hari.
Bol.
Lord speech, Srila Prabhupada, ki jai.
Monisha,
Yes, Mars.
what does Rupa Goswami say about being enthusiastic? Say it. What's the word for enthusiasm in Rupa Goswami's Updeshamrita? Call a friend. What's the verse?
Utsahan.
Say it.
Utsahan.
Say the verse.
Utsahan nishaya dharya tatat karma pravartana sangatyaga sitovite sadhi bhakti prasiditi.
Yeah, so the first point he says in making advancement in devotional service is to utsahan, have enthusiasm. and Theos. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Shraddha, did Vijay Prabhu get a meeting ID? He texted me half an hour ago saying that he couldn't get into the Zoom because he didn't have a meeting ID.
We do see one Vijay Prabhu in the call.
Vijay is on?
Is there one devotee? Vijay is there? I don't know. It's the same.
They were talking about the Vijay, the famous book distributor who's also the book distribution minister. Shraddha?
Yeah, Maharaj, can I post it to you because I don't have his details on how to send it.
I sent you an email or something last night. Vijay, if you're on, make yourself known. You just have to unmute yourself. I see a Vijay, but I'm not sure if it's you.
Guru Maharaj, I have his phone number. I can send it to him.
Vijay, are you on? Okay, yeah, take care of him, Devavrata Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, that'll be great. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Viditannina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Extended A.
Okay.
Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Tapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadahmayam Dantikam Adadanastridam Dantar Idam Yache Puna Puna Shiman Rupa Padam Bojao Janmani.
Maharaj, you'll start from the beginning on this.
Okay. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Viditannena.
I'm just beginning to share it.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Hahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Adadanashridam Jantar Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Ti Namine Shri Barshabhana Videvi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jwala Premadya Shri Rupa Nuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudhapa Siddhanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gora Kishoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambode Padambu Jayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sakchidananda Namine Gora Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gora Viravava Bhomestvam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarva Bhoma Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhya eva cha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo mahavaranyaya Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya namne gauratushe namaha. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Surupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Jayatam Suratau Pangor Mama Manda Matergati Matsarvaswa Padambo Jau Radha Manana Mohanao. Divyad Vrindaranya Kulpa Drumadha Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanastao Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devao Preshtali Bhi Sevyamanu Smarami Shriman Rasarasadam Bhivam Shiva Tatatastita Karshan Venu Swanergo Pir Gopinatha Shriyestunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindayai Tulsi Devyai Priyayai Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavachai Namo Namaha Shri Nishinga Jai Nishinga Jai Jai Nishinga Pralada Desha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata Abhutanam Adharmasya Tadatmanam Srijanyaham Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Chaduskritam Dharmasam Stapanartaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge Manmana Bhavamad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mami Vaishyasi Yukvaivam Atmanam Matparayanaha Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Braja Ahang Tvang Sarvapapebhyo Mukshayi Shamima Shuchaha Shushusho Shradhanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Syan Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nishevanad Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridyantaksto Hibadrani Vidhunoti Suhrit Satam Nashta Praishu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavat Yutama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Tada Rajastamo Bhava Kama Lobhada Yaschaye Chaitaiteranavidam Stitam Sattve Prasidati Evam Prasanna Manaso Bhagavad Bhakti Yogataha Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam Mukta Sangasya Jayate Vidyate Hridaya Grantish Chidante Sarva Sangshaya Shiyante Chasya Karmani Drishte Vatmanishvare Malihai Kareshe Bijarupan Shravana Kirtana Jale Kare Sechan Tahan Vistarita Hai Pali Premapal Ihan Mali Sheche Nitya Shravanadi Jal Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga Shikshartame Kapurusha Purana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shariratari Kripam Budir Yastamaham Prapadye Kalan Nashtam Bhakti Yogam Nijam Da Pradushkartam Krishna Chaitanya Nama Avirbhutas Tasya Pradara Vinde Gadam Gadam Liyatam Chitta Bringa Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namashishtam Manamapi Shachiputramatra Swarupam Shri Rupam Tasya Grajam Urupari Maturim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Girivaramaho Radhika Madhavasham Prapto Yasya Pratitikapaya Shri Gurum Tamnatosmi He Guru Gyanada Dinabando Swarandadata Kuranaika Sindo Vrindavana Sinahita Avatar Prasida Radha Pranaya Prachara Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gaura Premanande Hare Hare Bo. So there's a lot of things that we can carry in our heart because our hearts are containers And they accumulate. When we say heart, I mean the consciousness. We're conscious living beings, and we have a recording device, actually. The mind, the chitta, the mind records everything that comes in from the outside world, both in the form of sound and sense impulses. And then from that mind, where it's accepted or rejected, it's passed up into the buddhi, or the intelligence that discriminates about it. And then the intelligence is, as Prabhupada writes in the 3rd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, the next door neighbor of the spiritual soul. And then we're observing all these, as the soul, we're observing all these subtleties on the surface of the mind and the intelligence. And we accumulate so many different impressions over many, many lifetimes. And in the 17th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about how, because of the result of association over many, many lifetimes, we develop a particular nature. And nature is, he says, Shado Mayo Yam Purushaha. The person is made of his or her predisposition, and it's in the form of faith or shraddha, that one is predisposed in a certain way towards particular modes of nature, actually. And so the heart determines also the direction that we go in life. What we decide to do or not do is based on our faith. And that's based on our association with the 3 modes of material nature. So there's a way in which the process of bhakti yoga means to restore the original condition of the heart to its pristine nature. As Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, the heart or the consciousness is like a mirror. And when it's dirty from all these previous impressions, we see ourselves in the way that is erroneous. I think I'm a man or a woman or a cat or a dog, and I have many impressions. Even as a man or a woman or dog, I have attraction to certain kinds of sense objects and so forth. But through the process of purification, especially by the chanting of the holy names, the mirror of the heart can become cleansed. And then we can see ourselves for what we are, and that is in our eternal nature as pure spirit souls. And we have a nature that is Krishnera Nityadas, eternally servants of Krishna. From the position of Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma Nashochati Nakankshati Samak Sarveshu Bhuteshu Madbhaktim Labate Param, means when we're purified from our association with the modes of material nature, and we rise to the position of our spiritual nature, then we can enter into the position of bhakti. Mad bhaktim labate param. Then you can, you're free to engage in bhakti undistracted by the modes of material nature. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught the simple process of having a song in your heart. You have to have the right song. There's a lot of songs we can sing. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was speaking with Ramananda Roy, he asked him, what is the best song? And Ramananda Roy said, the best song the best songs are the songs about Radha and Krishna. And out of all those songs, the best song is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, because this is about Radha and Krishna. So to have a song in one's heart, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, to keep that there, to enthrone the song of the Hare Krishna mantra in one's heart, means to cleanse the mirror of the heart, and it also means to invite Krishna to stay within the heart permanently. So the process of bhakti means to hear about Krishna, hear the holy name and then chant the holy name, or to hear about Krishna's Leela and instructions and then repeat them to others. And the repetition of what we've heard for the benefit of others was glorified by the gopis. In fact, in the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, we know this song, Tava Katam Ritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibiritam Kalamashapaham Shravana Mangalam Srimadatatam Bhuvigurnantiye Bhurija Dajana. Those who are very merciful distribute the holy name to others. They're Buddhidajana, they're very merciful personalities. They're the most merciful persons. Bhuvigurnantiye. They're engaged in Shravana Mangalam, hearing the all auspicious pastimes of the Lord and then distributing them to others. And that is the topmost. Those people are the topmost. So Sanatana Goswami, in commenting on this, says in his commentary in the Bhagavatam that there's no effort required for hearing Krishna Katha. No effort required for Krishna Katha. The meaning manifests by its own power, not through qualification. There is no dependence even on understanding the meaning. Hearing itself is auspicious. So if one lends oneself to hearing on a regular basis, don't worry about the intellectual exercise of understanding it immediately. But if you become a submissive hearer, then there's a way in which we naturally become elevated. Krishna is in the sound vibration. He manifests within our hearts. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard the verse, Tava Katamritam, from Maharaj Prataparuja, who had been advised to sing this set of verses to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was in the Jagannath Ballabh gardens resting in order to get the Lord's favor. Lord Chaitanya heard these verses from the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. He said, Tumi more dile bhahu amulya ratana. More kichu dite nahi duli langana. Upon hearing the verse recited by the king, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you have given me invaluable gems, but I have nothing to give you in return. Therefore, I am simply embracing you. So those who are advancing on the path to devotional service and are engaged in the process of chanting Hare Krishna and hearing the Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita, nectar of devotion and so forth, they can tell how they're advancing to the degree that they're feeling that these are invaluable gems. And this is a very auspicious position to be in, because when I'm feeling the value of Krishna Katha and seeing that these are invaluable gems, then one also sees how the relative world is simply something that slipped through my fingers. This body, the mind, accumulation of wealth, it's all something that's coming and going by the dictates of the material nature. We really can't hold on to it. We do the best we can to hold this body together, to keep our wealth together, to keep our families together and so forth, but they slip through our fingers. We can't hold them. It becomes very frustrating. But if someone is able to mine the wealth of the Shastras and feel that this is the most valuable thing, then that person becomes very fortunate, because what else do you need except a pair of ears and the desire to hear? That makes you very, very fortunate. So in relation to Lord Chaitanya, the Srila Prabhupada writes about how his mercy is, he says, is automatically manifest in the lives of those who listen to his pastimes and follow his process. This comes up in the Madhya Lila, chapter 14, text number 16, in relationship to Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Kaviraj Goswami says 4 things about the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One is that his mercy acts automatically. The second is that it never goes in vain. The third is it's recorded in a spiritual account. And the fourth is it will fructify in due time. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself spoke about how as devotees, we have to be gardeners. We get the seeds from a benevolent devotee and we plant them in our garden. The seeds come in the form of instructions. And if we're submissive to hearing these instructions from an elevated devotee, then those instructions become our goal in life. And this means the seed is planted. When we have that sense that there's no other goal in life except to attain Krishna Prema, and there's no other process to do it except for the process given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, coming through the Guru Parampara, down from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, through the Goswamis, through my present representatives. And when we have this feeling, this is Shraddha, firm faith, that just by following this process, then I'll become advanced in devotional service. And when we then take it up and begin to practice, even hesitatingly or even imperfectly, we should know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy will act automatically in our life. Just as when you get good seeds, if you know or not know, or do not know, but you plant the seeds and you begin to water them, you don't know how the seeds are going to grow exactly. You're not so much involved in the engineering part of how to fit a tree into a seed. Krishna's already done that. But if you do it according to the instructions that you're getting to the best of your ability, you're going to see that the seeds will sprout. It's a great miracle. So in the same way, by the Shravanadi Jal, the process of hearing and chanting in the association of Lord Chaitanya's devotees, then automatically it will start to grow. And then we have to be careful of the weeds, because any gardener knows that if you leave your garden for a little while without care, then the weeds will choke it out. And it doesn't matter how far along you are with your garden. Your garden can be very advanced, a pristine garden, but as soon as you leave it alone and there's no gardener there to watch out, then you're going to find that the weeds take over. There's all kinds of little critters that want to come in and take your garden. In our gardening experience here, we plant many different kinds of vegetables. In fact, recently, Janu Muni sent me 100 different packets of seeds. I have to find space to plant all these vegetables and flowers somewhere here. But as soon as you start planting tasty little things out there, then everybody wants a piece of them. There are slugs and there are snails. So somebody called me yesterday actually to ask me, she said, I have a slug problem. This is an old acquaintance of mine, and said, what do I do? And I said, well, first of all, you can't kill them because they're little vegans. Who wants to kill a little snail or a slug? They're innocent little creatures. And you look at them, they're actually kind of cute if you look at them up close. They just go around and eat vegetable diet all day. So you can't just, in any good consciousness, hurt them. So you have to go out, I told her, with a flashlight early in the morning when the garden's still moist, or in the middle of the night, you have to go out there and you have to take them one by one, very gently by hand, and put them in a box, and then transport them somewhere else where they can have an all-you-can-eat, and let them loose. So if you do this diligently, then you'll be able to move these little critters somewhere else, and you won't have it in your garden. So I did this for years. I found that the snails and slugs would just eat all the little plants that were coming up, especially when they're young, they're vulnerable. And so I was diligent in going out every night and making sure that I thinned out the population until there was no more. Now there are barely any slugs or snails because I transported them all to Washington Park and told them that you can feel free to have all you can eat. It's like a all you can eat salad bar out there with no price, but just don't eat these because they're for Gornitai. And now they're gone. So in a similar way, we have to be vigilant with the weeds and the little critters who come into our bhakti garden in the form of all kinds of crazy desires, distractions, and these pop up in ways that we can't even imagine because they're all imprinted in our mind stuff. It's recorded in there. And so we have to not be distracted by them, and one by one, very gently remove them from our lives and go on with the process of gardening so that the plants can get nice and strong, their root system goes down and they can grow up. And then, even then, we have to be careful because other kinds of creatures will come when they get old, when the plants grow a little bigger, and they'll want to devour it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says you have to be careful about that. And that's the work that we have to do. So Srila Prabhupada writes about how those who are followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must receive the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And as was the case with Maharaj Prataparuja, and Prabhupada writes that a little sincere, if you're a little sincere and you make sincere efforts, this will convince the Lord that we are a proper candidate for returning home back to Godhead. He says a little sincere, just try to be a little sincere and show the Lord through our efforts that we're sincere. So this is what we do as devotees. We have to be a little sincere and we have to show our sincerity. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, again, acts automatically. It never goes in vain. It's recorded in a spiritual account and it will fructify in due course of time. But we have to be sincere and we have to try sincerely. Even if we feel like we can't do it, it's over my head. It's above my pay grade. I can't quite do this. Still just try, be sincere, because Lord Chaitanya's mercy will act automatically. So an example is given by Prataparuja Maharaj. Mahaprabhu at first rejected him. He says, I can't see you. You can't see me. You're a king. I don't want to come near you. But then gradually, Maharaj Prataparuja won over Lord Chaitanya by his sincere effort. So one of the ways he showed his sincerity was by becoming a sweeper. And he swept with a broom the pathway in front of Lord Jagannath's cart. And Prabhupada writes about this. He says, when Maharaj Prataparuja became a menial sweeper, he said, Lord Chaitanya's mercy became a solid fact. He used these words. It became a solid fact in the life of Maharaj Prataparuja, a solid fact. So we want Lord Chaitanya's mercy to become a solid fact in our life. And how do we do that? Well, you don't have to be a great scholar. You don't have to be born in a certain family. You don't have to be expert. You can be a great fool. But if you are sincere and you do some menial service for the Lord and his devotees, then it can become a solid fact in your life. And that's the most auspicious thing. So Kaviraj Goswami writes about this. He says, Dheka, just see, Chaitanyara Kripa Mahabhala. Just see how powerful is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even a little bit of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy serves as a great asset for spiritual advancement. So we may not have any qualification at all. And in fact, in Kali Yuga, this is a foregone conclusion, but we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his mercy. And it is a Kripa Mahabhala. It's so strong. The Kripa of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so strong that anyone can be lifted up. So when Srila Prabhupada came to America, he knew this, and therefore he wasn't afraid to lift up all kinds of so-called untouchable people to the highest position of life, that is, preachers of the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who had spread it all over the world. And those who were sincere, and they tried and they did